It's your favorite podcast. It's Vanguard from Yaad. The Reckoning with Reasoning. With your host, Legendary G.
Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months to carry me through all them pain and sufferings. Yeah, happy belated Mother's Day. On this episode of Vanguard from Yaad, The Reckoning with Reasoning, I sat down with my fiance, Coleitia, aka Col, just to talk about what Mother's Day means to her and what legacy she'd like to leave for our children, especially our daughters. So thanks to all mothers for being builders of nation, for being beautiful, for being great examples and inspiration for generation upon top of generation. And we're just giving thanks to all of our mothers who we evoke emotion and just a beautiful feeling. So without no further ado, here's my fiance, Coleitia Shaw. So welcome to another episode of Vanguard from Yaad, The Reckoning with Reasoning. And today, my special guest is none other than my fiancé, my wifey, Coleitia Shaw, aka Col. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So, today is Sunday, May 8th, 2022, Mother's Day, right? A special omen towards the importance of mothers and the unconditional loving bond that most people share with their mothers. So firstly, from yourself as a mother to another mother, what would you like to say to all the mothers out there, especially your mother?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to wish all the mothers out there and the expectant mothers a happy Mother's Day. You are loved and you are appreciated. To my mommy dearest, I love you so much, and I pray that God will continue to bless you and keep you. Happy Mother's Day again.
Welcome again there. So you've been a mom for the past 13 years and we've both been raising 3 children in our blended family. I'm thankful for your support on this journey, even though we have some more miles to go and it's never been easy. But much gratitude to you for being committed, in being a mom and all of that. So I just want to let you know.
Right.
So what is it like in, raising a family? What is it like raising a family from your perspective?
Well, it's a tremendous feeling. It has its ups and downs because being in a family, you are amongst different people with different personalities. You get to cater to them all. However, it can be a roller coaster sometimes, as we don't all get along because we have different personalities, but it's a joy just to have different experiences with each family member.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges then? Seeing that you're into that.
Oh, some of the challenges? Right, so siblings tend to not get along all the time, so there is a constant rift and conflict between them. So that's about the challenges, or getting them to keep their rooms tidy and just being obedient and doing their daily chores and tasks. I guess that would be some of the biggest challenges that I can think of at the moment.
But overall, they are good kids, right?
Right. Overall, they're good kids. They're good kids.
Yes.
I must commend them for that.
Yes, I'm not just saying that because,
Right, we're on air.
Yeah.
So they are good kids. We know kids will be kids.
What would you say are some of the fondest memory being a mother?
All of my memories of being a mom are fond. I remember when I first became a mom, it was something that I had planned for, but just to welcome a new person into the world is life-changing. As you get to bond with that person, you get to have different experiences, you get to see them reach different milestones in their lives, and that is all itself a joy, just to watch them accomplish different things and grow into their own person.
Okay, so do you ever had, any flashbacks in terms of while raising your children, you'd sometime, pause and say, I wonder if at this mommy did have to put up with. You ever get like any?
Oh, most definitely, right? Because even now with my children, I remember just wanting to be on my devices, because back then I had a cell phone. I'm going to get my cell phone. It was hard to get me away from my phone. And it's the same thing I'm seeing with my children. They're always on their devices constantly. And I'm like, okay, yes, I remember when my mommy used to talk to me about not being on my device this long, and experiencing it firsthand with my children. So I can definitely see some similarities between my growing up and parenting my children now.
Okay. When you look at your daughters, Abigail and Giselle, do they remind you of a certain aspect of your personality and character? Anybody bring out certain things that they're like, we can definitely see it?
Yes, for sure. Giselle, most definitely. I can definitely see Giselle becoming more of me in terms of her personality, in her being very strong-willed and opinionated and somewhat stubborn. I think she get those traits from me.
How do one becomes a better mother, in your perspective?
I want to say there is a perfect mother, but there are many ways in which one can become a better or a good mom, and I'm learning that daily. And just showing up and being your best self is good enough, because being a mom is very hard, and it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of selflessness, where you have to give up yourself even when you don't feel your best. You still have to be there. You have to show up for your family, because they're counting on you.
How can mothers these days, help other mothers, especially young mothers? What kind of advice, a bond, what you can share to help other mothers in their tribulation and trials too?
I would say what we can do is to share our experiences and our best practice, because a lot of things that experienced mother would go through, new mothers should be going through the same thing. So what we can do is to share our experiences and our best practices, the things that we would do to get a particular situation under control. Right, so.
Okay. What are some of the changes that our society can make to support mothers, especially mothers who work?
A lot of things can be done, because majority of our workforce is filled with mothers, women in general. So first of all, maternity leave, that's one thing that can definitely be fixed, where it can be extended to maybe 6 months with pay. Also, the addition of paternity leave for the fathers as well, because being at home with your children isn't easy. So having that fatherly support would go a very long way.
I concur, because that will help to, kind of reinforce a parental culture thing in our system, where we're strong culturally, because mothers and fathers are, the industry supports that bond between family, and I think we can do way more, for mothers especially, and definitely that paternity leave is necessary also for fathers,
Right, because having a child is not just for the mother only to bond with the child, but for the father too. Too often society think it's all or should be on the mother only, but it's two-sided. The father should be just as involved as the mother is.
Yeah, man, most definitely. All right, so what legacy would you like to leave with your children, especially your daughters, and how would you want them to remember you?
I would like to leave a legacy that would be a role model for my children, which is something that is showcasing love, helping others, being accountable in their actions, and being a person of good integrity. And always putting family first. Family is very important. You have to make sure that your immediate circle is your family.
And I think, strong, good messages from women these days are essential, especially for what I'm seeing on social media amongst our young ladies.
Right.
And I think, more pride and more integrity can be taken into consideration for them, to, say somebody are trying to change it, but, we can act better.
Right. I think this generation need better role models, people that they can emulate, who are giving messages that are going to edify them and molded them into better persons that are going to, enhance society.
Definitely. And don't feel pressured if you're not with the trending. Sometimes the trending not doing the right thing.
Exactly.
So there's
That's so true.
yeah, sometimes the trending not doing the right thing, so please bear that in mind. And we want to see a better nation. Okay, so share a little bit about you.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, I am Coleitia. I'm an educator at a high school. I also do private tutoring, and I've been teaching for approximately 12 years. I love to teach, I love to inspire others and helping them to become their true selves.
Most definitely. Where you from and where you grew up?
I'm actually from Hanover.
Bap.
A lot of persons know that. Yes, I'm from the West. I grew up in the small community named Mount Peace, up in the hills, the Cuckoo Hills of Mount Peace, right? Attended Versailles High, straight out of Versailles High, and I also attended Clifton All-Age School.
Yes, man. What are some of your fondest memory with your mom, though? Growing up as Coleitia.
Well, I would have to say, coming home from church on Sunday evenings, my mom would be in the kitchen cooking Sunday dinner, and I would sit on the step because there's a step inside our kitchen and have conversations with her, or just to watch her cook and prepare different meals for us to eat. That was a joy.
Yeah.
And also I remember when we used to go to the river, that was also something I somewhat enjoyed, even though I didn't get to go and swim with my friends all the time because I cannot swim and my mommy would not allow me to go and swim with them, but I used to enjoy going to the river with her and having my little area to wash my little socks and stuff, and she would have the other stuff washing. Those are some of my fondest memory growing up.
Yes, man. I would just want to give thanks that your mom is here and we
Yes,
can.
Mommy's still alive. And
Yeah, that's something where we probably take for granted over the years with COVID. Teach me a lot.
Right.
Say don't take your loved ones or anything for granted. Yes, man. So you mentioned that you do tutoring, right?
Right.
I'm asking the question like I don't know. Yes. Yes. So talk to me about the tutoring and how can persons reach out to you if they have a child who's struggling with math and needs some help.
Yes, I do private tutoring. I tutor math online currently. But if you want to reach out to me, if you're interested in having some tutoring session, you can find me on Instagram at col_tia, and on Facebook it's Coleitia Shaw. Just
Yes.
message me, or you can just leave a comment below that you're interested, and I'll definitely reach out to you.
Okay. Yes. Some idea? Thanks for joining me on this episode of Vanguard from Yaad, The Reckoning with Reasoning. Like I said, it's Sunday, Mother's Day. It's a cool evening. Sunday and we just chill and thing. Nice interview and thing. So, bless up. Thanks for coming. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Thanks for having me. Just want to shout out to all the mothers at my workplace, Yarkassa High. Big up all the Yarkassa teachers, the strong mothers who are out there showing up and showing out for your children and our children at school. Appreciate you, love you, and continue to do the great job that you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. And happy Mother's Day to all mothers again.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, Miss Jenny. Big up yourself.
Yes.
Everybody, Tracy, and I don't want to start calling your names. Crystal, Chantal, LaShawn. Amor.
I'm gonna stop
I'm
it.
not gonna stop calling, right?
Yeah.
So big up on yourself. I don't know yourself. Want to know me. Rachel, big up yourself. Carrie and everybody. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day. Enough respect.
Yes, dear.
Blessings.
Happy Mother's Day.
Alright. Peace.
That's it for today's episode of Vanguard from Yaad, The Reckoning with Reasoning. Thanks for watching this special episode. See you next week.